Vanakkam, Namaste, and blessings to everyone. This is the Sky Priestess. I'm just going to read out the aspects I'm going to be talking about today, or rather distilling today. Sun at 13 Gemini, trine Jupiter at 13 Libra, trine Okiro, Zawa, and Tantalus between 13 to 14 Aquarius, trine Moon at 15 degrees Libra, conjunct Ceres at 14 Gemini, square Neptune at 14 Pisces, opposite the Great Attractor at 14 Sagittarius, conjunct Esbolus at 14 Gemini. And all of this stuff is going down today and tomorrow. So, long story short, the Sun in Gemini is going to get a lot of cosmic focus at this time. So let's talk about practical ways of what that means and what to do about it. So, basically, when we talk about Gemini, we're looking at the mental channels. We're looking at the way we communicate. We're looking at the way we interpret the world, the way we are expressive in our immediate environments. And the term immediate environment has vastly stretched since the time astrology was founded, evolved, discovered. I don't know what's the word for it. Because right now, for a lot of us, immediate environments involve Facebook as well, which also qualifies with this, as this is part of a grand ad trine if we consider the other bodies in Aquarius. But what this means is that this is a time for us to really be looking at how we communicate, why we think the way we think, why we see the world the way we see the world, and where all of this stuff originated from. There's going to be a lot of external triggers that are challenging the conscious mind to respond, often, off the cuff, shooting from the hip, or even knee-jerk reactions. And whilst this is sometimes okay, sometimes it just brings out your own stuff in ways that do not really serve you or the other person. So my general advice for this period, today and tomorrow, is as follows. When something stressful presents itself to you, think twice before responding. Take a step back, breathe, do your grounding practices, use a gemstone like blue lace agate, lepidolite, smoky quartz, use essential oils, and please research them before use, such as lavender, tea tree, frankincense. These are things that will absolutely help you go into that space where you can be more reflective about your communication before you actually respond. Being the fastest to respond does not make you right. It does not necessarily add to an argument or a discussion, and it may in fact inflame a situation that is already inflamed. And that is also a way to go, but let that be a conscious choice rather than one that's just a knee-jerk reaction. So take the time to actually breathe and reflect upon your communication before you actually communicate. This will help you. Now, the reason I say this is because the Sun brings the focus of consciousness to ourselves, and it is absolutely going to be asking us to look at the upper chakras. It is linked to our ability to communicate, that's the throat. It's also linked to the structures of perception, which is associated with the 6th chakra, or the brow chakra. And of course, there are multiple other chakras that go beyond the 7 chakra system. So this is a time for us to really use this opportunity to learn more about ourselves. Now, I'm not asking you to ignore the external world around you. That is not possible in any case, unless you make it so. I wouldn't recommend it because the world kind of needs all hands on deck. But I would just say take a moment to think, to reflect, to look at whether your response is actually about you or it's about what you're actually seeing. And that way you can actually generate information that may be valuable in addressing the situation that presents itself for you. This is going back into that space of detachment, into that space of groundedness, into that space of compassion. I know it is not easy to do at this time, but that is an aspirational goal, and keeping that in mind helps. Now, there is a lot of suffering going around the world right now, and in no way do I diminish that. But responding to that suffering from a place of hurt and rawness and vulnerability and woundedness can be cathartic, but you can also use the same energy to go deeper to that source of what is being triggered within yourself. Now, a lot of people are going to find this energy challenging, especially as Neptune blurs whatever the mind is perceiving, receiving, and communicating. And with that conjunction with Ceres tomorrow, it's also going to bring up a lot of control dynamics. A lot of us are going to be asked to face the question of who or why we have allowed our perceptions to be limited or suppressed in the ways that they have been. And that is a difficult question, especially when you're looking at control dynamics that come from early childhood. So be gentle with yourselves, be gentle with other people. There's a lot of yang, assertive, charging energy in the skies, which is good, which is valid, but there needs to be balance with a little bit more reflection at this time as well. So take care. God is blessed. I hope this video assists you in navigating your journey. And ciao for now. Bye-bye.